run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told the rap. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, like running back. Face back with the shoulder pass.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Panthers of Orlando taking on the Detroit Lions. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Second and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And some room to run. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. first down Lions on a pickup of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Etienne once more. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a 1st down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. Herbert. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Lions at 6 and 10 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And then folks just dropping a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them leveling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Back to throw again. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Jones going to change it up here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now they'll change things up. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Herbert now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion left, that's Thornton. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Jones throwing for it, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. as the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert changing things up. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Etienne up the middle. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A give. It's Etienne off the option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A 6-yard pickup.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
At the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Another tote for ETN. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man layup. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Jones. out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Thornton, the motion man right. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Lions 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Etienne once more. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, here's Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it again with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll run with ETN. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Here's a give to ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with ETN. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll shift things around. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown Panthers. Dawson Knox, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to throw here, Herbert. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Herbert going to change the play here. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 8. Herbert now. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff running left is Etienne. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 186 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantages.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's what.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Lions Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Herbert on 1st down now. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. From the 29, Herbert. That is caught by Lamb. And in for the Lions touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 29 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Orlando, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.